Today we're going to create the final slide for our Mission Google presentation. Again, at the beginning of each lesson, log into your Google account through Typing Club. You're going to click on Typing Club and it's going to take you into their sign-in page. From here, you need to make sure you sign in using your Google account. This is very important. Click this box here. It'll take you into your Google login. Make sure you log in using your username, followed by the @ brentwood.k12.ca.us and your password. You should be really good at doing this by now, and we should be able to log in quickly without any problem. Once you're in, you're going to go ahead and go to your next lesson. So click on the blue ribbon and complete your next lesson following your keyboarding guidelines. Once you've completed that lesson, let's arrow back to go back to today's lesson. Today we're adding the final slide, which is your bibliography. So you can see the bibliography slide is going to have a title, and we're going to list each and every source that we've used in our research. This should come right from the note that we completed a couple weeks ago. If you were careful to cite every source, all your information should be ready for you to record into your final slide. So let's go ahead and open a new tab. And we've already signed into our Google account, so let's go into Slides and open our slide presentation so we can complete the final slide. Today's the day. You want to make sure that you have 1 through 4 at least. Some of you may have 5 if you got to the free choice slide. You're going to insert your final slide today. So we're going to insert a new tab, selecting our layout, and we're going to use title and body. So you can see the option here, title and body. Let's create that slide. Now we want to drag this slide to the bottom of our presentation. This is our final slide 5. Let's add our title. The title is Bibliography. I'm going to highlight that, change it so it stands out. I'm going to highlight my font and change the color of my font. And I need to come over and find alignment. And I'm going to select center. So let's create a numbered list below in our text box so that we can list all our reliable sources. So I'm going to click on this numbered list. Now going back to your notes, you're going to write the name of the website that you visited. Make sure it starts with a capital. It is a name. Followed by the date you accessed it. When you're finished, hit enter. You can type in your second reliable source. And finally, if you have 3, make sure you include all 3. Many of you might just have 2 reliable sources, but if you have 3, make sure you include all 3. Now I'm going to highlight this text and make it a little bigger so it stands out. I can make it bold. The next thing we are going to do is add an image to your slide. So you can go into Image and you're going to search for your mission name, and you'll see an image that you like. Select it. And again, grabbing it by the corner, being careful not to distort the image, drag it smaller and move it somewhere on your page where it looks nice. You might want to rearrange your text so that it's not being covered. The last step is adding a background color. So you go into Color, and if you don't see the color that you want, you can always go into Custom. This is an option I haven't shown you yet. Some of you might have figured it out, but if you find a color, I'm looking for a beige color to match my image. So you can select the color carefully this way and you can get a custom color. So that's another way you can do it. So once you're happy with the way your bibliography page looks, you're finished. You just want to go back and spend a little bit of time making sure everything looks nice and flows. Make any changes you think you might need to do. Today is the last day that we will be working on our presentations. Now that all your slides are complete, we're going to go ahead and add transitions to our slide presentation. A transition is movement from one slide to the next. So right now, if you're going to view your presentation, all you need to do is click this little Present button up here in the upper right hand corner, and you can left click to navigate from slide to slide. And you can see it just flips from side to side. But we want to change that. So let's hit Escape. come out of that and go back to slide 1. We want transitions to be a little different. We want different options. So let's go back to our shortcut menu bar up here and click on transitions. Let's change our transitions. So right now we're on slide 1, our title slide, and you can see there are no transitions. So we're going to go ahead and click that little arrow button, and we have a few choices. So we're going to select a different transition for each slide. So let's do the fade for slide 1. So I'm going to select fade, and then I'm going to click play, and you can see what that transition looks like. Fades the slide in. Good, so let's go to slide 2. We're going to do the same thing on slide 2. Let's go to slide 2, and we're going to add a transition to this page as well. So right now, let's go in and try something different. Let's do slide from right. Let's hit play so you can see what that looks like. Good, let's go to slide 3, and we're going to add a different transition to this slide as well. Let's do a flip on this one. See what that looks like. Perfect. Let's go to slide 4. I'm not going to preview this one. Let's go ahead and just add a different one. Let's do cube. And the final slide, slide 5, I'm going to select gallery. So now I have all my transitions, my slides are complete. I'm going to view my final presentation. So let's click on slide 1 so we start from the beginning, and as you're viewing your presentation, I want to make sure that you feel comfortable and you're happy with the way your presentation looks. This is your opportunity to see what it looks like now that it's complete, so if you need to go back and make any changes, you can do that after you preview it. So let's click this button right here at the top. It says present. This is how you view your slide presentation and present it. So right now it's full screen, and the way you navigate from slide to slide is a left click on your mouse. So I'm going to click left to go to the next slide. Notice that transition. Mission beginnings. What the mission was like. Interesting facts. And finally, your bibliography. Let's hit escape to come out of that. And now your mission presentation is complete. I hope you enjoyed making your first Google slideshow, and I can't wait to view them after spring break.